The day I attended my own funeral, I learned that someone wanted me erased. 3 weeks earlier, I had died. At least according to the government. My bank accounts were frozen. My driver's license was canceled. My job had replaced me. Even my apartment had been emptied. The problem? I was still alive. It started when I woke up in a hospital after a car accident. Nothing serious. A broken arm. A concussion. But when I gave the nurse my name, her face changed. She left the room. A few minutes later, 2 police officers arrived. One of them looked at me like he'd seen a ghost. Then he said, "That's impossible." I asked why. He opened a file. Inside was a death certificate. My death certificate. According to official records, I had died 10 days earlier. I laughed. I thought it was a mistake. It wasn't. Someone had legally declared me dead. And somehow every government database agreed. The police started investigating. But the deeper they dug, the stranger things became. My fingerprints matched. My DNA matched. Everything said I was dead. Except for the fact that I was standing there. Then I discovered something worse. A funeral had already been held. For me, I demanded to see it. The police showed me security footage. Hundreds of people attended. Friends, co-workers, neighbors, even my family. I watched my mother cry beside a coffin, but something felt wrong. She looked at the coffin with a sadness that felt rehearsed, as if she already knew who was inside. I watched my brother carry my photograph. I watched people lower a casket into the ground. And then I saw something that made my blood run cold. The body inside the coffin wasn't me. It wasn't even close. Yet nobody seemed to notice, not even my family. I confronted my mother. She burst into tears. Then she admitted the truth. 27 years earlier, a baby had been kidnapped from a hospital. The kidnapper couldn't have children, so she stole one. Me, the woman I called mom, wasn't my biological mother. She had raised me as her own. Nobody ever found out, until now. The police reopened the kidnapping case. Within days, they found my biological family. I thought the mystery was solved. It wasn't. Because when investigators compared old records, they discovered something impossible. The baby stolen from the hospital had actually been found 27 years ago and returned to his real parents. I stared at the report, unable to speak. If he was found, then who was I? Who had I been for 27 years? There was only one answer. Someone else had been living my life, using my name, my identity, my birth records, for 27 years. The police launched a nationwide search. 3 days later, they found him, dead, shot once in the chest, execution style. But before he died, he left a note addressed to me. It contained only one sentence. If you're reading this, they know you're the original. No explanation, no signature, nothing. That night I returned home. My front door was unlocked. I knew I had locked it. Inside, everything looked normal, until I reached my bedroom. Someone had written a message on the wall, in black paint, huge letters, covering the entire room. "You were never supposed to survive." My heart stopped. And underneath the message was a recent photograph of me sleeping, taken from the corner of my room. The night before, I was still staring at the picture when I noticed something else. A small wet footprint, then another, and another, leading from the side of my bed toward the window. The window was open. Rain was falling outside. I slowly walked toward it. Then I looked down at the photograph again. My blood turned to ice. There was a timestamp in the corner. The picture had been taken less than 1 hour ago, which meant whoever had been standing over my bed was still close, watching, waiting. And for the first time, I realized something even more terrifying. I wasn't the person they were trying to find. I was the person they had failed to kill.